Okay, this one is fun. We have a little, let's see if you can see here, a little trick or treat bag we're gonna make. It is so cute, and the little design that you can put on a trick or treat bag. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly how to make it. You're gonna be able to put this on a tote bag, a t-shirt, stickers, cute little mug, whatever you want to put this design on, you can put this on. I just think it would be so cute for a little trick or treat bag. I'm gonna walk you through this, the whole thing, step by step in Procreate. And here's the best part. You do not have to draw anything, not one thing. We're gonna use clip art, and I'm gonna show you how to put it together so it looks finished. In case we haven't officially met, I'm Tiffany, the creative behind Peachy Designs. I draw clip art and I teach beginners how to use it. The clip art I'm using in this lesson is yours for free. The link is right below the video. Grab it and then come back and follow along using the exact same pieces that I'm using. One more thing, it's August, which means if you make this now, you're gonna have plenty of time to get it printed or listed in your shop before anybody starts shopping for Halloween or any littles need this. If you've ever opened up Procreate and just felt lost, then this one's for you. It's gonna be about 10 minutes long, and I'm gonna walk you through the whole thing. By the end, you're gonna have your design ready to print. If you're printing with print on demand, there are so many different bag options. You could have a pattern, just endless options for creating really cute personalized trick-or-treat bags. Or these designs could be used on a number of other things, but let's jump into it. So the first thing you're gonna do is open up Procreate, and we are going to tap the plus button up at the top. If you have not already done so, I do provide the clip art if you wanna follow along and make this exact design. So we're gonna set up our canvas. I'm gonna set it up as 12 inches by 12 inches. Let me actually go back because I want to make sure you get this the right size. So we're gonna set this up. We're gonna tap this plus button right here, and then we're gonna change this. This is on pixels. We're gonna change this to inches, 12 inches by 12 inches, and we are going to have this at 300 DPI. Once that's done, you can tap the check button and then it will make your canvas for you. Now, I want to say that depending on if you're going to be printing this on a tote or what your final product is, that could also maybe help determine what size you're going to actually set your canvas up. In other words, you want to create your design either to size or slightly larger than what your finished product is going to be. Okay, so now you've got your blank canvas. The next thing we're gonna do is we are going to just kind of slide up, so it's gonna pop up this tray. This is going to have things that you have opened up before. So I would suggest, if you hadn't already, that you are going to want to download the clip art that I provided, and then you would have wanted to pop open your file menu prior to trying what I'm about to show you. So it's in your little docking station down here. Then we're gonna hold this. Okay, it's always weird trying to walk through this. Okay, Procreate. We've got this, and we're just gonna drag this folder over so it's gonna open up right next to our Procreate screen. And then we're just going to click and drag a few of the pieces that we want to use in. So I'm going to drag in this frame. It's going to take it just a second. And then you have to tap modify and the check, or I think I tapped the arrow button so that it deselects it so we can drag something else in. I'm going to drag in these stars. Perfect. Same thing, modify, tap the arrow so that it deselects it. And then I'm gonna grab one of the little witches and drag her in. Okay, once that's done, now we can close out of this file menu here, and then I'm gonna just kind of hover over, I want that. So I'm getting too clicky here. Okay, I want this Procreate, and then I want the green button to fill it back up on our screen here. Oh, 2-finger tap. So she's still selected. I'm just going to deselect her. All right, so we have 3 pieces of clip art. These are going to be, this is just going to be a super simple design. We are going to turn this witch here, we're gonna turn her off, and we're gonna take the stars, and I'm gonna tap this arrow, and then I'm gonna just take this blue at the bottom, and I'm gonna make this just a little smaller. And I'm going to move these around just a little bit. I'm gonna take the selection tool, it's set to freehand, and I'm just gonna draw a little circle or a little bit around the star, and I'm gonna move it over just a little bit here. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm still on the layer with the stars. I'm gonna grab the selection tool, and I'm gonna grab the star here, use my arrow button, and I'm gonna move this one up just a little bit. And I think I'm gonna make it just a tiny bit smaller. Okay, and then once we put our witch on, if we need to move these around a little more, we can. I just am wanting to be able to see these a little bit better behind her. So if you notice, I had pulled in the border here first, the stars second, and then the witch. But if you needed to reorder any of these, you would just tap on that piece of that layer, and then you would drag it down or back up if you needed to move it around. All right, so I'm going to tap back on those stars. I am going to make these just a little smaller, move them over just a little more. You can even use this little green handle if you want to rotate them just a little bit. Then I'm going to tap our witch. And really, the way that she's pulled in, I think she's very cute, just like she is. I don't even think we need to do anything with her. And really, that's it for the design. We're just going to add a name. So I am going to tap the wrench, add, and we are going to add text. And put the text box way up there. I'm going to tap down here on my show my keyboard. And then you can just choose the name that you want to do. I'm going to do Emma. If you're following along, but you're just kind of copying what I'm doing and you're not really sure what you're doing in Procreate yet, that's exactly why I made Procreate Essentials. It's short lessons. It takes about 2 hours total. It's going to start you from opening up the app, and then you're going to have complete finished designs that you could sell or actually make on things if you wanted to. All right, the link's below, so let's get back to it. Let's see if you can see it. There we go. I want to move it up so you can see. So I typed in Emma. I'm going to double tap, and then I'm going to say down here at the bottom, edit style. And I am going to grab my favorite font. It is Rainbow Sprinkles by Alicia Ray. You can find her on Etsy. And I just love all of her stuff. Where is it? Sorry, I'm talking and quit looking. Rainbow Sprinkles. And check. And then I'm going to just grab the corner of this to make this a little larger. I'm going to rotate it with that green handle. Let's see, make it even a little bit bigger. And the next thing I want to do is I want to make it green. And so when it drops the text box, sometimes it makes it really big and then it jumps off the screen, and then it makes your whole thing really tiny. So I just used the sides and pulled it in a little so it won't do that to us again. Then I'm going to select this green color, and the way that I'm going to do this, I have to deselect the name here. Okay, we're still good. So now nothing's selected. And then on this little menu here on the side, I'm going to tap and hold this little selection tool. It's that box in the middle. And then I'm going to use my other finger while I'm still holding this to select the green color. Once I've done that, I'm going to, I double tapped the, nope, that's not the best way to do that. Try this again. Sorry, I'm getting really clicky. So when you do that, it goes back, whenever you select the text, it goes back to that color. So really you could have selected whatever color you wanted and then typed the name and it would have been that color. I'm just going to click and drag it in. When I do that, this is no longer editable. So let me show you. If you would have wanted it green, you could have just came in, you would have had your green color selected beforehand, add text, Emma. And the reason that it is being weird is because I'm trying to select a color from here. If it was a color that was in the color palette, or you were selecting a color from the wheel, you wouldn't have gotten some of that trouble. So sorry if that was a little confusing, but that's how we're gonna make the name green. And then I'm going to come in and I'm gonna duplicate it, and I'm going to then change this one. Same thing, it's kind of wide here. Well, we're gonna leave it wide actually. Let's turn off this top layer. I need to go back so you can see what I did. Okay, we have the Emma layer. I'm gonna take, swipe to the left, duplicate. I'm gonna turn that off so you can see what we're doing. Now I've selected this one, and I have selected this bottom text, and I double tap to highlight it. And now I already had black in here, but if you didn't, you could just double tap next to black, and now you have black. So now I'm gonna turn this one on, a little bigger again, and then I'm just gonna kind of bring it over a little bit, and that way it just makes her, it's got that wide box on it, but it makes her name pop off of there just a little bit more. And then if you wanted to make it just a little larger, you could do that by I swipe to the right to select both of the layers now, so that when I make them a little bigger, it adjusts them both. You can move it around if you need to, but I think that looks pretty cute, and it keeps popping down. Let's deselect everything, and then I'm going to turn off the bottom layer now so we can export this. It's on that font layer, and it keeps zooming out. So I turned off our background layer. Now I'm going to tap the wrench, and I'm going to say share, and I'm going to export this as a PNG file so that it preserves the transparency behind her. That way when I go and I print it on something, you're not going to see a weird block behind her. Once I've done that, then I would just navigate to where I wanted to save this to. If I wanted to save to my files or wherever it is, if you want to rename your file, you would tap down here, Ematote, whatever it is. And when you're done, tap save. And then you now have a finished design that you're ready to print on something or send it off to a print-on-demand company to have it printed on a tote or whatever it is. And so then you can have something like this. That's it, you're done. Take a second and look at what you just created. It's a real complete design. You could sell it, you could put it on a tote bag, a t-shirt, sticker, whatever you want. You're gonna add the name to personalize it. This is one design, but you could turn this into so many different products and different ideas. And if this helped you, be sure to tap the like button, because that's gonna help get these lessons in front of other beginners who need them. If this was your first time doing something like this and you want the full walkthrough of Procreate, not just this one project, that's gonna be the Procreate Essentials course, again, linked below. It's about 15 lessons, around 2 hours, built for people who are just getting started. It comes with over 100 hand-drawn clip art elements so you're not just sitting there staring at a blank canvas with nothing to practice on. And if the part that you liked the most was having hand-drawn clip art to work with, that's gonna be my clip art club. I add new hand-drawn bundles every month. Again, everything's hand-drawn, real art, no AI art. That is also gonna be linked below. There are several other free lessons in this channel if you want to just keep working through those, and be sure to subscribe so you can catch the next one.